Ask yourself, can someone understand the value of this post in 3 seconds? 3 seconds. Literally set a timer. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. If the answer is no, rewrite it. Welcome to the Social Media CX Podcast. I'm Brooke Sellis, CEO of B Squared Media, and each week we'll tackle the challenges of social care head on with candid interviews, real-world case studies, and actionable advice to turn your social channels into loyalty-building, revenue-driving, dopamine machines. Here's something most brands don't want to admit. Your audience can tell instantly when you phoned in a piece of content. If your video crops weird on TikTok, if your call to action gets cut off on X, if your captions look like someone fired a paragraph cannon, you're telling customers, we didn't care enough to get this right. And that's why today we're talking about something that Joshua and I only scratched the surface on. The details your content is silently communicating about your entire customer experience. Coming off Joshua McGee's episode, I couldn't stop thinking about one line he dropped. Your attention to detail is your empathy. That really hits me kind of like right in the heart. Because in social care, we talk endlessly about speed and empathy, but we almost never talk about polished content as a form of care, clarity as care, consistency as care. So I felt like I needed to break this down in a follow-up episode and give you something incredibly practical, a platform optimization audit you can run today in under 20 minutes that will instantly improve both your content and the customer experience. Let's start with something simple. You never get a second chance for a first impression. How many times have we heard this? And on social, that impression happens so fast that it's almost unfair. But here's the truth. Customers judge your brand by 3 things: how your content looks, how easy it is to understand that content, and how consistent you are from platform to platform. None of those things, by the way, require a budget, but they do require intentionality. Let me give you an example. We had a client once who couldn't figure out why their TikTok views were tanking. We reviewed their videos, and within 30 seconds, I said, your captions are covered by the buttons. Your key message is literally hidden under the user interface of TikTok. And the client said, oh, but it looks fine on Reels. Exactly. What looked fine on one platform looks sloppy or maybe is even inaccessible on another. And customers see that. They feel that. They respond to that, whether you know it or not. Sloppy content is sloppy brand. Polished content is trustworthy brand. I don't write the rules, y'all. This is just how social works. Here's where most brands go wrong. They treat platforms like containers instead of their own little cultural gatherings. Let's just push out everything everywhere. Isn't that the directive that we've all been so used to getting on social for like 20 years? It's fine if the text is small. They'll zoom. It doesn't matter if the ratio's a little off. People get it. No, they don't get it. And if they do, they probably resent you for making them work for it. Joshua's burner account testing, by the way, is such a great example here because he was able to use those test accounts to see firsthand how different the same post behaves across different platforms. And that behavior isn't random, it's customer driven. All right, let's get into the tactical piece, the whole reason you're here. Here are 5 things to audit today across your 3 big platforms: LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok. So grab a post from each platform and then walk through this list. Hit pause. I'll wait. Number 1, CTA visibility. This is your call to action visibility. Can you see the call to action without expanding anything? Is it cropped? Is it tiny? Is it buried? Fix it. Number 2, caption clarity. You need to have one idea per post, not 6, not 17. Ask yourself, can someone understand the value of this post in 3 seconds? 3 seconds. Literally set a timer. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. If the answer is no, rewrite it. Number 3, look at ratio and format. Vertical, where vertical is expected. LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Square, where square works. Horizontal, only when intentional. Don't fight the feed, y'all. Give the platforms what they need in the form of content, sized correctly. There are so many sites that do this. Canva is a great site that we've all used for years. Descript, the site that I'm recording this in right now, actually resizes things for you based on platform, which is so nice that you don't have to do the heavy lifting. I'll put these notes, by the way. I'm pointing down. If you're listening on YouTube, if you're watching, that's where the show notes are. I'll put these links to Canva and Descript in the show notes. But again, do not fight the feed. Hey, it's Brooke Ellis. You want to know a secret? Sometimes I feel like I'm just posting to post. Yeah, I'm sure you've been there too. That's why I created Talkworthy Content. It's our free course for marketers who are done chasing impressions and ready to write posts that actually spark conversations, whether it's for them and their personal brand or for their clients. You'll learn how to write like a human, not a bot, what makes people want to engage, and the exact framework we use to build trust and loyalty one comment at a time for our clients. Plus, I've got real-world examples for both B2B and B2C brands. The best part? It's $0 for all the engagement. Grab your free course now at bsquared.media/courses/talk-worthy-content. That's talk-worthy content, or just run over to bsquared.media, head to resources, courses, and check all our courses out. See you there. 4, I want you to think about accessibility. Do you have captions on your videos? Is the text readable, not this crazy font? Think about people who are colorblind. Are you using red and green? We have green in our color story, so sometimes we have to think about how that text would look for someone who might not be able to see green. Is it beige on beige, like a wedding invitation? Might be a little boring. Listen, if that's on brand for you, I'm not telling you that, but make sure that it feels accessible, that you can read it, that you're putting the alt tags inside of your images when you're posting images onto your social platforms. Lastly, I want you to think about engagement cues. Does this post invite human interaction? Does this post invite conversation? Because what do we say all the time? Conversation means more on social than content. We got to change that mindset, y'all. Does it spark conversation? Or is it a one-way announcement disguised as content? Be honest, because I bet that's you. Your content is already telling customers who you are. You get to decide whether that's intentional or accidental. And if you felt like this episode gave you a much needed nudge towards clarity and care, good. That's the whole point. If you haven't listened to Joshua's episode yet, go back one episode. It's dripping with insights about optimization and experience. And if today's follow-up sparked something for you, let a girl know. I love hearing about what you're testing, what you're auditing, and what's working. And hey, if you're enjoying the show, do me the biggest favor ever and head to ratethispodcast.com/social media CX. That's C as in cat and X as in X-ray. When you do, that helps us bring on the brightest minds in social media, social care, and customer experience. Until next time, think conversation, not campaign. Thanks for tuning in to the Social Media CX podcast. If you loved today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to up their social care game.